Hi, everybody. Welcome to Let's see what we can do with the light. Welcome to Moving Forward with AudryeNow. I'm Audrey, and this is our podcast. This is a healing podcast, so allow yourself to relax and enjoy what we will be discussing. And today we're discussing what is health and wealth to you. Okay, I will get the phone later. What is health and wealth to you? So, first, we'll start with our affirmation. We'll do affirmation. We're going to do a breathing attunement. We're going to show you something beautiful and gorgeous to uplevel your frequency. And then we will be discussing the topic. Maybe I'll do some cards. Maybe I'll do a mini reading. We will see. So, an affirmation is the statement of power, intent, and action. I add action to the affirmations so you're not simply just there, you're being, doing, creating, shifting, and changing. And in this time that we are all in, or non time, shifting multi times, shifting timelines, all of that stuff, which, yes, it is happening. Things change almost at a moment's notice. Okay, I am going to fiddle with the light. We'll leave it like that for a moment. The light outside is different. We have rain. If it comes down heavy, you will know because you will hear it. So, our affirmation for today is I am an aspect of source, and there is my health and wealth that I use positively every day. I am an aspect of source, and there is my health and wealth that I use positively every day. So once again, and this is true for you, I am certainly not the only one. It's true for all of us. Well, use it positively every day. I am an aspect of source, whether you call it goddess, God, Yeshua, Moishe, whatever you call it, Muhammad. I am an aspect of source, and I use it positively every day. And there is my health and wealth. So, what does that mean? Nobody is separate. It may seem like, look, this is my hand. See, hands. They seem separate. And to my way of feeling, who's still three-dimensional, they are. They don't blur into each other. It's not jelly. I'm not an amoeba, I am glad to say. And maybe if I were amoeba, I would like it. But I like being a person and that kind of thing. And how do we use it positively every day? That is the part that is up to you. Do you think? Do you take positive actions of any kind? Do you help anyone? Do you do something that helps the planet? Do you live in an ecological manner? Do you think only of yourself? Now, here's the thing. It is out of balance to think only of others, and it is out of balance to think only of oneself. We're all connected, and the balance for each person is different, and it changes, I would say regularly, but it's not regularly. It's not like on a time clock. And I'm not a polymath. That's someone who's such a genius like Robert Edward Grant. I'm a psychic healer, multidimensional, very multidimensional person, writer, blah, blah, blah. And that's also growing and changing. So any definition that I give, I laugh at because they keep changing. It keeps changing. And the breathing attunement, we're going to keep it simple. We did the lifting process. The last one, so go look at the numbers because I don't track this stuff. I know it's a good idea. I know it's wonderful to do, but folks, I'm not. I do them, I post them. And I will soon be doing better marketing because there's no point in my just doing this and you not seeing them and benefiting from them because I'm already doing the practices and I choose to live in a global and local community of evolved, growing, creative people. Do you hear that? That's some of the rain just starting up again. Let me get some water. Last podcast I had didn't have my water with me. Mm, good. Make sure that you are well hydrated. My favorite water is the natural Kangen water. My machine broke. I wanted a new one or a reconditioned one sent to me because that is a very expensive machine. They did not. I am not pleased with that because I am in Costa Rica and the electricity can go on and off. I did not know I needed a special kind, not just a surge protector, a special kind of something that protects the machine. So my machine is still in Florida while I am in Costa Rica. So I'm drinking regular water from the well that I bless and say thank you and allowing it to be. And no, I don't drink it out of plastic because nanoparticles. Anyway, so life is an adventure, literally. So allow yourself, you can put your hand on your heart. See, you did, but I'm not going to show you. Put your hand on your heart so your focus will go there if that's where you would like it to be. And we're going to do simple inhalations and exhalations. We're going to do them at about the same rate. So I'll count to 6 for each. And we'll do maybe 6 repeats. And notice how you feel afterward. How do you feel now? Pay attention. Okay, now we'll start. Sit comfortably, take off your shoes. Clearly, if you're taking care of a child or if you're preparing food or you're working with machinery or you're driving a vehicle, obviously focus on that. Let us use that kind of awareness and then come back to this. This is a podcast. You'll be able to come back to it. Okay, so inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 6. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Continue breathing at your own pace. Keep it slow. And notice how you feel. By slowing your breath and evening it out, you get centered, you can get grounded, you can organize your heart brain with your head brain, and it is the heart brain that is the one that rules the head brain and guides it. It is the more powerful one. Yes, it is. And this can also put you in good resonance with the Earth's frequency. Is that important? Yes. If you'd like excellent health, it is very helpful. If you need to do the breathing a little quicker, then count to 4. Build up to 6. Don't push yourself. Don't gasp. That's not this. This is relaxing flow. It is more the divine feminine energy, not toxic masculine or toxic feminine or divine masculine. It is divine feminine energy in flow with peace, with nourishing, with nurturing, with allowing. And when that becomes your lifestyle, as well as taking appropriate action, when it's time to take the action, that can be called part of the divine masculine. Having appropriate protection and or boundaries. And by the way, this is not related to what sex you are, although women tend to be more of the divine feminine. Men tend to be more of the divine masculine when they heal the toxic masculine, which has been rampant for some thousands of years, literally, and every más o menos 5,200 years through various astrological situations, we tend to have a new age coming in with a whole new way of being. We get a new, because of the way the earth moves, we have a new pole star, new civilizations, sometimes catastrophes, which I do not feel are necessary. Our species does not have to have some kind of forgetfulness overcome us. And many of us feel we're coming to a completion of that particular pattern. And whether you go with the Enlil Enki story or any other, whether you go with the past becomes the future and the ancient past becomes the far future, we're looking both ways. Let's stay focused for the moment in the moment. And by being present here and now, you will be able to live your life with more clarity, more energy, more oomph. So, I promised you something beautiful. Oh, I moved them. Okay, hold on. So here is a frequency stone. This is one side of this one. Notice the crystals on it. And this is the other side of that same one. So you literally get 2 paintings. And you can look and look and look at these, and the frequencies and the art looks as though it changes, because I am also a multi-dimensional painter. I can't not be. I'm a multi-dimensional person. So it comes out in everything I do. This is another frequency stone. They're real rocks. Some of them, these are not from the oceans, from the land. And yes, the paint is acrylic, which I know is plastic. I haven't figured out yet how to go beyond that. And I am not a fan of the paint in Costa Rica where I live. Too thin. Doesn't work. Not for what the colors are beautiful. Too thin. I can't do this. Color fades for what I like to do. So I am experimenting. But these stones, I call them frequency stones because they will help change your frequency. And that is the name of the game now for us to be up leveling, up leveling, up leveling, up leveling, up leveling, and up leveling. Some people think we're already in the fifth dimension. I don't think so. That apparently is where we're not even physical anymore, according to Bashar, who is a channeled being from Daryl Anka, who calls himself a first contact specialist. That's Bashar. I am not getting into are these beings real or not any more than am I real or not. I am real. I am an actual person. Many people are people. Do I think they're all real? Well, I know they were born. I know they have physicality. I feel a lot of people have not even begun to understand what they, we, us may be. And on that note, let's discuss what is health and wealth. How do you know when you have it? In the West, I'm from the United States, that's where I was born. Most people, not everyone, most people measure wealth by money. Many people, not all, definitely not all, think the more money they have, the wealthier they are. I have to say, I laugh because it's not true. It is important to have a certain amount of money so one can create and live and have the basics. Air. Live somewhere where you can get some kind of clean air. Will most people or many need filters to get that? Yes. Live near trees that actually have leaves so you could breathe that. During COVID, I lived in a condo in Florida. Did I stay in every day? No. I went out and walked under the trees and breathed deeply. If I saw anyone near me, I put a mask near me by my nose, covered myself, and then kept walking. And as you can see, I am healthy and I stayed healthy. So make sure, however you do it, do breathing attunements. Do not do breathing attunements in traffic. Don't do it near a bus stop where the bus farts could poison anyone. When I'm in the city, any city, or even here, if a bus is coming, I run in front of it. I do not breathe that junk in. Take responsibility for who you are. Do not expect someone to do that for you. So the first thing we all need is air, oxygen, clean air. Be near the ocean as much as possible. When the waves come in and the hydrogen, I forget what you call it, but when it's that free, hydrogen, which you get from the Anachakanga machine, you breathe that in. That energizes you. I live near the coast in Costa Rica, on the African Caribbean coast. I like multidimensionality, I like multiculturality, I like diversity. I lived that for umpteen and a half years. You want only one kind? Go do that. I like the mix. The one kind is open hearted, open minded, creative. That, yes. Interesting. After that, clean water. I still recommend Kangen water. I'm not thrilled that the company did not simply fix and send my machine on. That was a $4,000 machine. In Costa Rica, it's postage costs a little something. I still recommend the water. Make sure you're drinking at least enough water for your size. I think it's 8 ounces for every how many pounds that you weigh. I forget how it goes, but it isn't only a certain amount for every person. If you're petite like me, I'm 4'10". Not sure what I weigh anymore. It was 94 pounds. Now I'm not sure because no gym that's free down here. So I'm not at the gym, but I am on the rebounder and I am on and off with yoga and I walk every day, not in the rain and not in the heavy wind. That I do not. That's different than a person that weighs 250 pounds. They are going to drink way more than me and they're going to need it more than me. But at least 8 solid glasses of water. Make sure you're eating nourishing food. These are basics. Do I recommend? I'll tell you what I recommend. Anyone who knows me knows this. I have a book on this. Vim, Vigor, Vitality, Vegan. Vim, Vigor, Vitality, Vegan. You can get it on my website, AudryeNow, AudryeNow.com. I do recommend a vegetarian diet, or mostly vegetarian. You want to do Mediterranean, go do Mediterranean. But this whole thing that people say, oh, now eat a lot of meat. I don't recommend that. If that's your choice, you're a free agent. We all are. Do what you choose. Know when an animal is killed, it gets scared, that goes into the blood. You are eating that fear. Yes, you are. Do I recommend it? No. So whatever you eat, bless it. Pray over it. Say thank you. Both to the food, because everything has consciousness, then to the all in all, because we're all part and parcel of everything. So whatever it is, gave its life for you. And yes, I know that plants feel and will scream when they're cut. I'm sorry to hurt them. I am going to continue to eat them because I don't know anything else. And no, I'm not going to eat insects. Ugh, no, not a fan. Mostly raw because that's how you get the, what do you call it? What do you call it in them? The enzymes. And it's the enzymes that give us the health. And I live in Chocolate Town because we grow cacao here in Costa Rica. And so I make yummy, delicious raw stuff with it. And a lot of the indigenous people here do stuff with it. And it's amazing. So there's the food. Shelter. Everybody needs shelter, whatever it might be. It doesn't have to be $100,000 million home. Simplify, people. Simplify, simplify, simplify. You could still have fancy. You could have simple and it's still gorgeous and fancy. Make sure it's holistic. Make sure it's ecological. Do not sacrifice the planet for what you think you need. That's out of balance and inappropriate. Do not do that. That is neither health nor wealth. It's foolishness. It's dum-da-da-dum-dum. Create your, however you do it, because we're all connected. We're all part of Source, God, Goddess, Source, Allah, Yeshua, whatever your language is. We are. Every day, I do breathing attunements. I do other practices. I give thanks. Make sure you are giving thanks. Make sure you feel it and mean it. Gratitude. Create healthy relationships with people. In Manhattan, it was not a good idea to wave and go hi to people in the street. It could be a little iffy, even here. So be aware But don't walk around all closed. That's like, no, you're hurting yourself. You're blocking the flow of energy in you, through you, to everything, to the source of all, to all that is. You don't want to do that. You want to be able to feel the brightness of the sun, the smilingness of the moon. And yes, everything has awareness. There is life of some kind in everything. Do some kind of work that you like, that you respect. If for a while you're doing work you can't stand, do what you can to segue into something you enjoy. And I'm aware that people require some kind of money for a certain kind of lifestyle, whatever that might be. Definitely create ways to do that. Do it with other people. That's going to become and is becoming more and more and more and more important. And with the growth of AI and all kinds of new whatnots, I mean, Pluto is in Aquarius, and Uranus is in Gemini right now. This will be even more and more and more important. And refuse to get all involved in the more electronic doodads you have, the better off you are. No. No, you don't want to give up the ability of your own body to think, to talk, to walk, to move, to bend, to do stuff. And that does not go away when you get older. You'll have to have maintenance. So let me just say, I just noticed the time. In countries that think money is how you do wealth, then some people will do anything to have money. That's not a good idea. In countries that think how the more children you have, the wealthier they are, they could have runaway baby making. Not a good idea. Often the kids don't have people to take care of them. They can be misused or abused. That can be anywhere. So whatever it is you think shows health and wealth, there's different balances. For me, creativity is important. Now I'm painting. I'm loving it. And people buying. So yes, do I want folks? Do I desire for people to buy my art? Yes, I do. You can see some of it online. AudryeNow, AudryeNow.com. For those of you in Florida, let me know. I will tell you where my art is. And there's big art, 5 feet by 4 feet. You're bigger than I am. And little art. Have something gorgeous in your environment to bring a smile to your face. And wherever there are children, be kind to them. Bless them. And yes, whoever is their parents or their caretaker, teach appropriate discipline with love. So it's rights and responsibilities. They go together. And you will have health and wealth. Do I think most people on the planet understand and measure health and wealth in an up-leveled way? No, I don't think so. I don't. There are people racing after. I'm not saying not to have money. Okay? Have some. But that's not the end all and be all. That's not the whole thing. It's what you can do with the money. That is what is important. Not just, oh, look, like Scrooge McDuck, counting and counting and counting and counting. At a certain point, it's ridiculous. It's an ego game. It's a fake power game. It leads to nothing. It leads to foolish, foolish, foolish control dynamics that work for nobody. Because the one with the insecurity, no matter what they get or how they get it, they will never be satisfied because it's their insecurity that is driving them. If you don't know how to see this, call me. Get a consultation. Learn. It's actually relatively simple to learn this. So I wish you joy. I wish you prosperity. I wish you satisfaction and elation in what you do. I wish you love, success, blessings. See, oh, and remember, like, love us, subscribe, and share. Share, 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 share. Thank you. Bye.